Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Makwala Agri. This is a favorite agricultural YouTube channel, the channel that you love, the channel that you really appreciate. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. So this is Wednesday, the 30th of August today. So we're just gonna look what was been happening on the month of August. So I follow this movement called foreplay. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. Fair play. So sorry, guys. Fair play movement. I follow this movement called fair play movement. They are the ones that are behind many arguments that have been happening in Africa, basically. So one argument that really grabbed my attention was the one when the minister Ebrahim was saying that he's cancelling the deal with he's cancelling the anti-dumping duties that were imposed on Brazil. So I'm just gonna read the piece of these articles here. So the headline, it says that has Ebrahim Patel done a deal with Brazil? That's the question. So has South Africa done a deal with Brazil not only to suspend the anti-dumping duties on imported Brazilian chicken portions, but possibly also with assurance that the duties will never be imposed? Yeah. Anyway, we know that our minister have decided to suspend the duties that were imposed on Brazil about the importing of chicken to South Africa, or dumping of chicken into South Africa. So right now it's like what I know actually, the suspension was for 12 months, till a period of 12 months. The ministers have suspended the tariff or duties for 12 months. So it means that now the Brazilian can import their chicken to South Africa at a lower rate than the ones that they've been paying before. So it means like more chicken will be coming from overseas to South Africa. Because we know that we consume a lot of chicken from South Africa, we consume a lot of chicken from Brazil, we consume a lot of chicken from UK. So yeah, man, chicken will be coming to South Africa, I think from the 1st of September, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what the Minister of Trade and Industry have said previously, that they have decided on suspension and have considered that the Brazilian can now import their chicken to South Africa at a lower rate. I don't know what's the idea behind it, but what I can tell you is that what they are doing, they have done it before. We have seen companies like Rainbow Chicken closing down their business because now we're having so much chicken that have been imported to South Africa. Remember, these people are dumping those chicken to us, and they're dumping them at a low cost, you know. So it's like now we can't compete with them. We can't compete with the prices. We can't compete at all. So it has forced some commercial farmers to close down their production and people losing jobs. So I see it now again. It's happening in the middle of a crisis in South Africa, where we are facing a serious unemployment rate, people trying to jump into agriculture to, you know, make a living out of it, start business in agriculture, hoping that the government will assist. But what we see now is that government doesn't care about us. Government is saying no, you Brazilian people, you Brazilian farmers, feel free, import your chickens to South Africa. On another note, as we are still on the poultry, this is what we were dealing with currently as broiler farmers, not layer farmers, as broiler farmers, as farmers who produce chicken for meat consumption. Then, on another note, we having another issue with layer farmers. The farmers that produce eggs, the ones that are doing layers, the ones that are doing, they call them hard bodies here in South Africa. Yeah, some they call it hard body, and so on and so on. So, on another note, there's an article that came on that also shocked me when I saw it. I was shocked, and I was like, what the hell is going on? So the headline of the articles is just said that cage-free. Let me check it correctly. Yeah, it says that cage-free eggs will cost 5 billion. I don't know what that means, but that's the article. So, but I went through the articles, and what I found in the article was that let me just read the first 2 lines of what the article is saying. On another debate coming to South Africa in the worldwide movement to stop chickens and particularly egg laying from being housed in cages. So it basically means that they want to stop farmers that are producing eggs that are using cages to produce eggs. Basically, we know that a lot of farmers that are doing layers, they cage them, they grow them. Once they're ready to lay eggs, they cage them, they put them in cages. So basically, the campaign was started in 2019 by the World Organization for Animal Health. So they're saying that farmers are oppressing chickens when they're putting them in cages. So that must come to an end. It's a debate that is coming, and it seems like, as we know, that anything that's coming from the world, whatever organization, it passes. We saw in with Corona, everything passes when it comes from the World Organization Health. So, but this one is for animals. It's not for human beings. It's for animals. So the campaign started in 2019, and now it seems like the movement it's real, and it's coming. It continues that praising countries to move away from caged chickens due to animal welfare concerns. I don't know if these chickens went to complain to this organization and tell them that we've been oppressed in these cages. We wanna be free. We wanna move around free. I don't know who thought for animals. Whoever thought that those chickens are being oppressed when they have been caged. And maybe they've done their studies, because people also forever saying we're doing studies. We don't know what studies they're doing, but they're doing studies. They've done studies. Then now they're saying that we are oppressing chickens, and we must have them on a free range. And I think this will destroy so many small scale farmers, because we don't have the capacity to do them on a free range. But yeah, man, it's another issue that has came up. And it seems like these guys have done some study, because there's another piece that I saw in this article. It says that even with our current mostly caged system, the industry lost 2.7 million birds due to flu between April 2021 and April 2022. That is 10% of our entire laying flock, which means chickens. Yeah. Guys, I don't know who have been coming up with these studies. I don't know who's doing these studies. I don't know where they're getting these statistics just saying that we have lost 2.7 million birds. Maybe the commercial farmers have a database where they put the number of birds that they've been losing. Maybe. Or maybe these people go around and visiting the farmers, those farmers that are commercially, maybe. Because I never heard any or saw anyone from my circle who's doing layer chicken saying that no, people from World Health Animal Organization came to my farm to check how many chicks I've lost. I don't know where they're getting those stats, but probably they have the stats here. And on something that that really triggered my mind was that they're saying that where is this thing? I wanna check it. There was somewhere they were talking about jobs that I just wanna check. That I wanna check quick with you. Oh yeah, here's the last part. Oh, however, the deciding factor is likely to be the NAMC projection that moving from the entirely cage-free range could result in the loss of 6,000 jobs. Imagine 6,000 jobs will be lost. And then it continues says that the small-scale producers will leave the industry. That's bad. Yeah, no, that's bad. Dealing a below transformation. That's bad, guys. That's really bad. So, guys, check fair. Let me say it right this time. Check Fair Play. Check Fair Play page, or you can just say fairplaymovement.org. You'll find all these articles about chickens. You'll find all those things that they have been saying about the industry of poultry in South Africa, the state of South African poultry industry. Guys, it's bad. It's bad. It seems like as we were crying and asking for help, it seems like even the layer guys also must now start to cry and ask for help. Because as broilers, we were crying about the import, but now it seems like the layers also cry about the cage system that they say it must come to an end. Imagine how many companies that produce those cages now that they have to close down. How many people are going to lose jobs? Not mainly from the farms, but also from the side of saying now we have to stop the production of producing all these cages because the World Health Animal Organization saying that we cannot put this thing in cages. You are oppressing them. And on the other hand, the broiler farmers are facing a serious crisis of import of chickens. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Let's meet again next week. I think now I'm gonna have some weekly something, weekly something where I go around and search for this news. Because I see some articles here on Fair Play that I can play around with you. So, but you guys go and check the Fair Play movement. It's a good movement. And there's another movement called Chicken Fact. And that movement is really against the South African farmers. I don't know why. Because they're the ones behind the years of saying the import must be cancelled. The import duties must be cancelled. Chicken must be imported in South Africa. You check them out on Twitter. Hey, they're really active, those ones. I wonder if they're getting some scent from Brazil or whatever. Because all these things are non-profit organizations. Probably the NGOs that are getting funds from different type of companies or organizations that have been funding these people. But with Chicken Facts, I don't know whether they are being funded from outside or they're funded from here locally. We don't know. But the way they are against us as South African farmers, the way they're saying, no, you guys, you don't produce enough chicken to feed the nation. That's why we need those chicken from overseas. I'm like, Chief, people are struggling with chickens right now currently. They can't even sell. They don't have market. They're stuck with chickens. But you are saying that we don't have enough chickens. People are stuck with chickens. Instead of saying, how can we come and make sure that people have access to market, you want to close the market by importing chickens. But that's politics, and I'm not about politics. I'm just all about farming. So guys, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you love the content, we love you too.